What's going on, my guys? Welcome back to our channel. I'm Garrett with Game by the Beach. Very excited to be here with you today because we are trying out something a little bit different in today's video. If you haven't seen the most recent update, you haven't checked it out yet, gone over to the news and read all the different balancing changes, because there were a lot, make sure you check out my video from yesterday, because I did a full breakdown, guys, on exactly what happened in the most recent update. Read it to you word by word. It was beautiful. Check it out, just so you guys know what is going on. And just to do a basic rundown, they nerfed Demonologist, they nerfed Stasis, which I haven't really seen that big of a nerf, and they nerfed Hex. Okay, they buffed Rogue, Engineer, Clock of Power. That's the main thing for this game here, for this video, I should say. Along with a couple other things they buffed. And they didn't actually touch Robot whatsoever, which is a little bit interesting. But the focal point of today's video is Clock of Power. You might notice that things are going, and I'm, my hands are up here. I recorded this video this morning. The video of me talking about it exploded for some reason. So, hey, maybe now we'll get some more in-depth conversation going about how to play this deck, what my thought process is, and everything along those lines. But before we get started, I want to give a massive shout out to today's video's sponsor, Bet Us. If you guys don't know who they are the forefront casino and betting game in the country. Definitely check them out. If you do so, click the link that I have in my description and use code CAS200 to get that 200% casino buff and get you some money. But come on, get there. Okay, we almost took him out right there. Let's talk about how I'm actually doing this in this game right now. Clock of Power got a massive buff. Seriously, I think Clock of Power is legitimately in the meta right now, and it is hysterical, because we were just talking about this in terms of when legendaries got reworked, right? This is going to be a little bit long of a route, but legendaries just got reworked, so now you can use other legendary cards to level up the legendary cards that you want to level up, right? Everyone was like, oh, let's just throw Clocks of Power at it because nobody uses that card. The devs were like, no, let's buff Clock of Power and make it actually decent. So in today's video, I was trying to find robot decks because I thought Clock of Power would be a really good counter against robot. It turns out Clock of Power is a pretty good counter to almost anything right now, and you kind of play it in the same way as like a Shaman or a Demonologist. So I coupled it with Demonologist, and I coupled it with Trickster, and then I coupled it with Boreas, because Boreas is just the best, like, spammy. It doesn't matter what level they're at, doesn't really matter how many you have on the board, right? You just kind of spam out Boreases as you go, and that makes it so I am capable of spamming out as many Demonologists and Clocks of Power as well. But if you guys are enjoying this video, make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel, like the video, and also check out those memberships, because we got a lot of cool perks that I know you guys will enjoy, including the ongoing raffle. Don't worry, the raffle is still going on for you to get your very own Mallard mug. All you got to be is a rare member, and we'd absolutely love to have you there. And then we can also have, we both get our Mallard mug luck. Mallard mug luck. I think that's actually the first time I've ever messed that up, and it's kind of a tongue twister. But you can see now, my Boreas is max, my Clock of Power is max. I have a bunch of both on my map, which the Clock of Power does give off a passive slow against your opponent. I was going to say for your opponent, but it's against your opponent. But if you merge Clocks of Power, it gives an even more, I think it's like a doubled slow to your opponent. So it's worth keeping them on the map, and it's also worth merging them at hopefully specific times. But we're now going into wave 3. This is gonna be the third boss coming up, Tribunal, which is not exactly where you want to be, because you really want to win early game with this deck. You want to put pressure on them, you want to slow everything, you want to slow their attack speed down, spam them with Demonologists, and then that way they have a really hard time taking things out. So you can see I'm merging Clocks of Power. I'm sending Demonologists his way. I just merged a rank 3 Demonologist. I merged a rank 1 Demonologist. Now I'm going to copy Demonologist, merge 2 out. You can see right here, he is slowed so much. Look how slow he's actually attacking with his Inquisitors. All right, it's getting a little bit sketchy. I'm going to copy that rank 4 Boreas just to try and help out with a little bit of damage. You want to do a nice balance between a little bit of damage with Boreases, but also spamming as many Demonologists and as many Clocks of Power as possible. You can see I actually took out Bannerlord right there. He's still working to take it out. He's just about to take it out there. And we're actually in pretty good shape. We're still going to merge out, keep on merging out. Just try and get him to slow everything down as much as possible. We only got 7 seconds until Tribunal, so it looks like he's going to survive another wave, which the longer he survives, the sketchier it gets. It actually got right to the end of our board. We got 1.8 versus his, I think he had a 1.8 as well. And let's see what we can do here. I'm going to hit my Trickster for absolutely no reason because he's not going to kill it. I tried to spam a Demonologist here. Timing is really, really tricky, okay? I should have realized that he has no slow on his map, so as long as I can give it a little bit of space in between his Tribunal, his boss, and then the Demonologist, so just so there's no splash, that would have been perfect timing. But I ended up waiting a little bit too long, so then he could just switch targets once Tribunal got hit, and he could take it out. But right here, guys, look at his board, right? This is the problem that with him running this deck is that he's got the wrong amount of Inquisitors, the wrong amount of Knight Statues, and I'm still keeping the pressure on because he's still consistently being slowed by my Clock of Power, and I sent Demonologist his way, and right there, that is a victory, which is absolutely what you love to see. Hit him with a good game, and there's one in the books, fellas. We got to win. We're going to check out the stats. Level 7 Inquis, nothing too crazy, 1300 crit, so he's a little bit under-leveled. But that deck he's running is pretty solid. And one of the most important things you have to do with that deck is be patient. The only thing is, it's really hard to be patient when your entire attack speed is slowed. And you have to worry about all these extra monsters and Demonologists that you have to take out, right? So you're slowing things, everything's slower. There's more monsters than you're used to. It just becomes a whole nother thing where you can't be as patient and you can't set your board up nearly well enough. But let's jump into another game here. We're at 5,700 trophies, and we did drop off a little bit, but let's jump right back in. And we're actually going up against the OG double slow Crystalmancer deck, which if you guys remember, maybe you do, maybe you don't, it didn't have Ivy in it, it didn't have Hex in it, right? The deck was either Dryad or Chemist. There might have been one other option that people ran. I forget what it was, but yeah, Bombardier Frost, Crystalmancer, Vampire was like the most important cards for the OG double slow deck. And shout out to whoever that guy was who created that deck because it was very, very unique for when it first came out. And if you guys want to catch me live, make sure you guys check out my live stream. I do it every Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right here on YouTube. You don't got to go to Twitch. You don't got to go anywhere. If you are subscribed, it'll pop up in a notification, and you can jump on the live stream right here on YouTube. Hope to see you there. Always a lot of fun. We get a nice community. And you can see already, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this guy, okay? I've got 5 Clocks of Power, slowing everything down, okay? If I ever merge one, it's going to slow everything down even more. But with only his Crystalmancer as a damage unit, and I'm hitting him with Trickster, so he's getting even less mana. This dude is in a world of hurt already. The only saving grace that he has is that he does have J. If he had Snowflake, he'd probably be better off right now. But he does have J, which means he can clear his wave pretty well as long as, you know, he keeps his board decently maintained. But it's still tough. We've only got 2 rank 2 Boreases, 3 rank 1 Boreases, but we got 2 rank 3 Clocks of Power, which is great, honestly. Haven't leveled him up at all. Now we leveled him up. So this dude's going to have an uphill battle right off the bat, and that's kind of what the whole premise is it's an uphill battle for your opponent. Okay, they have no mana, they've got more monsters to worry about, and everything, all their attack speed's slower. So it's taking them out of their comfort zone from where they're used to. They're used to killing things at a certain speed. They're used to getting mana, a certain amount of mana at a certain time each game. neither of those things are happening because you're playing with this. So I don't know if this is absolutely the best Clock of Power deck. You know, you probably could use anything. You could probably use Shaman. You could probably don't need Demonologist. You could have Mime in there instead. You could probably run this with, like, Corsair, Executioner, if you've got a high level. Like, I don't know. But Boreas seems to be pretty good. If you guys have tried out Clock of Power in the past, let me know. Let me know how it is now. And I'm curious to see how it's going. But you can see I'm merging Clocks of Power right there, trying to keep the pressure on because he's only got 4 Crystalmancers. They're high level, but they are attacking slow, and the Demonologists are building up. And as long as I can keep that extra slow on his board, less attack speed, small attack speed, he's going to have so much trouble. You see, I merged one right there. I'm trying to find another rank 3 Demonologist to spam. That would be really good. I'm going to hit my Trickster as soon as I can. You see me spamming there. Merging out there, another Clock of Power. Just keeping so much pressure on this guy that he just can't get his footing whatsoever. I'm getting the mana right there for my Trickster. Now it's done. His Vampire's trying his best. He already used his J right there. And there is a victory. That's a really good example. Hit him with a good game of how this deck kind of works. We were trying to find robots, but realistically, I mean, this deck works pretty well. It just takes everyone out of their comfort zone. He had a level 12 Crystalmancer, level max Bombardier, level 12 Vampire, so really not that shabby, and maybe a little bit under crit leveled, but really not that bad. So let's try to jump into one more game. Okay, so we found Boreas. Oh, Boreas Clock of Power. We found another Boreas Clock of Power guy, which should be a bit interesting. Let's see how we do. Let's hit him with the Mallard because he's doing something cool. Also, didn't end up finding any, not a single robot guy. I'm actually really surprised that we didn't find any robot guys. But it is what it is. You know, usually it's not a bad thing to find no robot guys, but today we were hunting for them. We were hunting for robots, didn't find any. And now we're going to have to see what we can do against another Boreas Clock of Power guy. And this is going to be all about outputting more. We got to get our Boreases, like, set up really well so that we can actually take this guy out. Because, oh, he's got Dryad in there too. A little bit interesting. So this is a very cool variation that this guy is running right now. I would definitely recommend checking his out too. Because I feel like mine is, like, super high risk, high reward in terms of I got Trickster, I got Demonologist, so, like, if it works, it's awesome. If it doesn't work, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble. But let's keep going here. I got all these, so let's just keep spamming them out and seeing if we can find anything. He's hitting me with the K, or the COK. Wait, COP? COP. Because I can spell, guys. Duh. Don't act like I can't spell, you know? Alright, let's just keep going here. We found a rank 3 Boreas, so love that. Tier 3. Because some of you guys get bothered by me saying rank rather than tier. Or leveled up, or something like that. So he's just spamming out a whole bunch of Clocks of Power right now. In hopes of me doing something, I guess. But I'm not really worried about not beating this wave. I mean, this wave, you should have no issue with this wave. Let's hit our Trickster. I'm gonna keep combining out rank 1s. Let's do a Summoner. And I like our board. We're doing pretty good. He used his Trickster right there. Not sure why. Again, he's using his Clock of Power right there. Guy, I don't have anything leveled up. I don't have anything on a specific square. I'm chilling, man. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Let's get our Boreas up a couple times. Let's get our Clock of Power. Our board looks okay. Let's use this time to make sure that everything's leveled up as much as I can. He's already got a rank 3 and a rank 2. I have a rank 3 and a rank 3, so let's continue on this path, okay? He does have a rank 4 Clock of Power, which is nice. I'm just going to keep saying the name of the unit a million times until you guys understand what unit I'm using today. Just kidding. All right, let's just do a little bit of this. Let's do a little bit of this. That was kind of nice. Let's do this. You guys like it when I sing to you? Bitty bitty bum. Let's find something cool. Find something cool. I got no mana to do anything cool. I guess I have to do that. Unfortunate, but we're going to do this, which would be fun. And then I'll do that, and I'll do this. And maybe that'll do something. Got another Boreas back. We did combine out a couple of rank 2s, which is a little bit tough to swallow, but maybe we can do this to get him off his game. We'll do some more Demonologists. We'll do another one of these boys. Another one of these boys. Another one of these boys. That was nice. We did want to focus on leveling things up, but then he made me get distracted here. We'll do another one. We'll do another one. 5 seconds. Get there, baby. Alright, we'll just do this for right now. Ah, it was a super bad trickster. I used his trainer at the end of the last one. And I used mine at the end of this one. Oh, I'll do that. Oh, no, I won't. I'm honestly not mad that I didn't switch that, because now I still have a rank 3 that's hanging out. So 180 to go through. We should be fine, even if it goes up again. So now it's just a matter of taking things out better than him, which is sketchy because he's got, well, let's see. He's got 1, 2, 3 rank 3s and 4 rank 2s. We've got 1, 2 rank 3s and 1, 2, 3, 4 rank 2s. So not great, but let's go in right now. Let's do this, and we're going to do that. And maybe that'll be enough to slow everything down, and we can find a dub. I got to find another Clock of Power because I need to combine out. There we go. Slow him down, plus he's trying to take out all my demos. I'm dreaming of a Clock of Power to combine out. Alright. We'll do a Trickster here. He's trying to do all that stuff. Let's do another one of these bad boys. Come on. Okay. Okay. He hit me with a good game, but it wasn't quite a good game yet. Good game. Clock of Power, Boreas Warfare. That's what it's all about, guys. That's the new meta. I don't know if it's the new meta, but we did get 3 wins in a row, which is pretty exciting. So I definitely recommend trying it out if you guys haven't so far. And I'm really interested to see how it would actually work against Robot, because as long as you can take him out super early, you're going to be golden. But if you can't take him out in the first wave, or maybe the second wave, I think you're going to have a tough time going forward. But that's going to be the end of this YouTube video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll check you guys out in tomorrow's video.